Okay, so I've gone ahead and already done my right hand. So, first thing you're gonna do is clean your hands with some alcohol. Start by filing your nails so they're nice and even. If you have any cuticles, make sure that you clip them off. Once you've clipped the cuticles, I then like to buff over the nails with a sanding block just to get rid of the shine. Okay, so now you've pushed back the cuticles and cut them away. You've got rid of the shine from the nail. Now it's time to apply the nail tips. It's better to kind of prepare this before you're going to do your nails, because I find that this takes the most time, is preparing the nail tips. You need to find the right size for each finger. So it's always better to start with a nail tip that is either a little bit big, because then you can file it down slightly on the side. Right, so taking the nail glue, I'm using pink nail glue this time. I'm gonna start with the fun. Kind of like a good amount, not too much, or as it will flood over the edge. So bringing it to the nail, you want to put it at an angle and then slide it down, and this will help prevent any air bubbles. Hold it down for at least 5 seconds until the glue starts to dry.
Bit by bit.
And there we go, that's one done, 4 more to go.
I belong to someone.
Now I've got my long nails back, I'm already finding it hard to pick up things. Okay, so we're going to give this a second to dry, and then we're going to clip them into our desired shape. So trying to get them the same length and shape as the right hand, I'm going to just put them next to each other, and then we can see how much we need to take off. So I have pointed nails. I tried to do kind of like a pointed nail tip this time. So to do that, I take the clippers. Now normally if you wanted to cut these, you can get extension clippers which slide down the nail and then you can cut them off like that. I don't have that right now, so I'm going to use normal nail clippers. I like to just put it on the side of the nail like this. Then the same on the other side. Like that. And then you can twist the top off. And there we go. You can then also reuse the nail tip once you've done it this sort of way. If you get a nice edge on it, then you could definitely reuse it and just glue it back on like that. See? Not bad. So we're going to repeat this on the others. There we go, now we've got the basic shape there. I'm just going to file the edges so it is completely the way we like them. Okay, so if this is your first time doing nails with extension tips, what I've learned over the years is to really blend in the seam of the extension tip with a buffing block. Otherwise, when you put the overlay over the top, it pretty much will be so bumpy that it just looks really ugly. So make sure you kind of give the nails a quick buff with a sanding block before you put the top layer over the tips. Just gonna put some paper down to collect any dust and buff, buff, buff. Looking at these nails, I actually really like the French tip look, but we're going to be putting pink on. So the colour we are using is Princess Drink by the Smoothie Gel Collection from Madame Glam, and this is what it looks like. So once you've got the nails into the shape that you like them, you want to just clean them off again with some alcohol. If you have nail prep, that's great too, but we can also use alcohol. So I like to work on my forefingers first and then leave the thumbs last. So taking the base coat, we just want to apply this to our nails. So the tip for gel nails is to not go too close to the cuticle or the edge of the nail.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began with a new art form.
Okay, so when you're going to use the UV light, make sure that you take away the gels from the area in case they make it turn hard in the bottle. So I'm going to take my LED light and I'm going to cure this for 30 seconds. Now the base coat is done, you can apply your coloured gel. So it works better if you apply thin layers rather than one big thick coat. So I'm just going to put this on as evenly as we can onto the nail. If you're not sure the gel has been applied evenly, just look at the nail from this angle and then you will see if there's any ridges in there. Now remember, the gel doesn't dry unless it's been cured under the light, so don't rush, take your time, make sure you've got it all nice and even. Once you're happy with the first coat, pop it back under the light for 30 seconds. Now the first coat has been cured, we're going to apply the second coat. Now the second coat has been applied, we're going to cure that for 30 seconds. So I think I'm going to do one more coat just to add some extra glittery bits on this hand. Okay, so I managed to get a little bit more of the sparkleness in the nails. Now finally cure this. Ooh, girl, look at those. These are pretty. Now the coloured gel has been applied and you've got at least 2 or 3 coats on there. We're going to apply a top coat. Just giving it a final check before we put it under the light, making sure there is no gel on the skin. And finally, cure. So with all gel nail varnishes, it will leave a tacky layer once you've finished putting it under the light. So we're going to take some alcohol and get rid of the tacky layer to leave the shine. So you can always file the edges if you do happen to have some gel that went over, and to help clean it up just a little bit. So these ones are done. Now we just need to do the thumb and then we are finished. The very last thing to do is to apply your favourite cuticle oil. So there we go guys, that's how we created these beautiful princess nails at home. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I'll see you lovelies very soon. Bye guys!